Hello, I just bought a HD capture card. I'm going to make YouTube videos, become an overnight sensation. I'm going to have Machinima sign me up and have all the bitches up to my neck with cash. Unfortunately, this isn't the reality of YouTube. If you're planning to do videos, or you do make them, success doesn't happen overnight. To anybody. I've seen a lot of commentaries lately saying how the entire YouTube community is corrupted because people don't help the little guys and never offer anything to help. While there may be some truth to this statement, you cannot generalise an entire community based on what a few do. Yes, some do completely ignore you, and yes, some have used cheap tactics and exploited to get to where they are. But why are you paying attention to them? They don't found the base for an entire community. Think about it. Just how many videos will appear in your search when you type in Modern Warfare 3 gameplay commentary? I bet at least hundreds of thousands. What's the chances of your video being seen? You're not going to become successful overnight. Nobody. I mean, even me with my job, I wasn't successful for 5 years. I was unemployed for 5 years and nobody would take me on because they kept saying the same thing. He doesn't have experience. Even though the job I'm applying for, a baboon could easily do it. Fortunately, I had a family friend that works for a company and was aware of a new shop opening and recommended me to the manager, and the rest is history. I am now one of their most valuable assets to their team, and they have made me in charge of our biggest selling point, even though I have had no previous experience, and they're pushing me harder every week because I consistently maintain their standards and sales, and they're impressed. It's kind of similar to YouTube. I'm not saying it will take 5 years to become successful. I'm just saying, have some dedication and passion, and love doing what you're doing, and success will come to you. Remember, life isn't handed to you on a silver platter. There are things in life you have to work for, and success is one of them. There's nothing wrong with wanting to succeed highly in everything you do. Heck, I'm exactly the same, but you have to work for it. Even if you don't blow up, don't go around blaming individuals and generalising an entire community because you haven't got what you wanted. Look at your favourite music artist right now. Do you think they became an overnight sensation? They must have been playing in clubs, family dues, and other places before a music company finally paid them any attention and they got their contract. Nobody's become an overnight sensation. Life is not handed to you on a silver platter. You have to earn success. For me, I'm still busting my balls every day at work. Sure, I'm in charge of our biggest selling point, but I have earned to get there with how quick I learnt, how much work I put in every day, and I'm still learning to get better. I've had compliments from customers, and I've had many compliments from the management itself. I've even had the area manager compliment me, and that's very, very tough. Yes, I understand some people have gotten luckier than others, but that is the brutal way of life, I'm afraid. Let's give you an example. You bust your bollocks every day for this company you work for. You know that everything you do is above standard, and you maintain it, and you know that you're good at your job, but you feel underappreciated. Now somebody else has come in within 2 weeks of them being there, you can tell that they don't give a monkey's ass about what they do. They're clearly nowhere near as good as you, and yet for some reason they seem to get more praise. Then they come in 2 days later and say they've won the lottery and now they're going to quit. How would you feel? Wouldn't you feel like you've earned it? I know I would in the same situation, but unfortunately life is full of surprises, but sometimes those surprises are not always what you want, but you have to accept it for what it is and move on. I totally understand the growing pains of a smaller channel. I have even been demoralised at times. This channel isn't big, but it'll be a lie for me to say I wouldn't want it bigger than what it is. But I'd rather put in the work knowing it was us that got us to where we are, and rather than trying to feed off someone else's success. If you put in the dedication, whether it be YouTube, or a job, or another hobby, success will happen to you, but don't start blaming others if it doesn't go your way. If you don't get many hits or subs, don't get down by it. Carry on and prove why you believe you deserve success. However, there is a small truth that is said. I'd say corrupted is a bit stronger word for it, because it's not affiliated with everyone that does videos. There's nothing wrong with making money off of this. Hell, I support it. I think it's great that you can gain money off doing something that you love. Who wouldn't want to be in that same position? But there are going to be douchebags no matter what field of job or hobby or anything that you choose. Unfortunately, there are people out there who will use others for success. I myself have had people turn their back on me as soon as they got what they wanted from others, and they never speak to me again, purely for the fact that they got a dual commentary with a bigger commentator, or a shout out, or has finally got their undeserved contract, or just for the fact they've got more subscribers to me. Pathetic? Yes, it is. This is where you have to grow a thick skin, and realise not everybody will be a friend. Just because some will do it, doesn't mean the rest of the community will do so. This is why some of the bigger channels have distanced themselves, because I witnessed it happen to them. Imagine it for yourself, believing somebody is your friend, but in turn is just using you for monetary gain. How would you feel about it? So I do understand why some are so reluctant to get to know people, but having a Twitter account, or constantly being active for one of them, will help you out a lot. You'd be surprised that you can easily get into a good conversation with them. For me, the best part about YouTube is the interaction with people, whether it be video creators, or just simply you who takes the time to watch our content. I did distance myself away from community for a while. When I saw this bullshit happening, I didn't want to be a part of something that used each other for monetary gain. Heck, I've even had people turn on me when I tried promoting their content. But then Pookie woke me up and realised what we did it for. I missed the interaction with people, our open lobbies, and the ridiculous tweets we got. And I don't mean ridiculous in a bad way. I talk about the tweets that made us laugh because it felt like we shared the same sense of humour. I totally forgot about all of that, and I've missed it. And working with Pookie is just an absolute joy. If you truly feel one of your videos does deserve more recognition, don't demand views for it. What I mean by this is sending messages like, watch this, like, favourite, subscribe, thank. Because 99% of the time, you'll get blocked and nobody is going to look at it. Take the time out of your day to write a nice, clear, well-written message about it, instead of demanding. Show your passion on why you're doing this, and you never know, a nice surprise might happen. I'm not saying it will, and I'm not saying go and spam every commentator with videos, but it's better than demanding, isn't it? Success will come to you. If a commentator does take notice of your video, it's because of you and because you're entertaining. Wouldn't you rather get success by knowing it was your work that did it, or would you rather file for it? I know I'd rather work for it. Just keep doing what you're doing. Don't blame others if you aren't getting what you want. Keep working on your content because one day it will pay off. Keep being yourself and keep the passion lit. In anything that you do, whether it be YouTube, a job, hobby, anything that you work at, that day of success will come. And all of that hard work you put in, it will all be worth it in the end.